listen, this is where I spend the majority of my time because I make videos for a living. So I'm spending countless hours sitting in this one spot. 5 years ago, I bought this chair, and for the longest, it's held up. But yeah, the handles are ripped up, and the wheels don't work anymore. But when I got the email to review the OdinLake O2 ergonomic chair, it got me questioning, how much better can an office chair really be? So I decided to do everything I typically do, but from the comfort of the OdinLake O2. And after using this for a couple weeks, I think I could confidently call this the Rolls-Royce of office chairs. So thank you OdinLake for sponsoring this video.
Once you have this chair assembled, you can start seeing why it's, in my opinion, the Rolls-Royce of office chairs. Adjusting this thing is a breeze, and it has a wire control mechanism that lets you adjust 3 settings: the seat's height, the seat's depth, and my absolute favorite thing about this chair is the backrest tilt, but we're going to talk about that a little more later in the video. I've been editing off this chair for a bit now, and the adjustability is just absolutely game-changing. Whether I'm editing or riding, I can customize this chair to whatever I need. But if I'm going to be honest, being reclined with the footrest has been the position I've been in the majority of the time. Typically, I'm sitting around 6 to 8 hours on a day in this chair, so having a good design is super important. And this chair 100% has it because it has a 3-section split backrest for crazy back support. It has 5 adjustable heights to fit your back, and honestly, I'm not really the tallest, so I just keep it at the lowest setting and it supports my entire back. But the part that stood out to me the most was the lumbar support. And fun fact, back in the day, I used to do some bodybuilding and some powerlifting, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I was prepping for a powerlifting meet and I blew my lower back out. And I'm not gonna lie, this chair, having that extra support in the lumbar space has been super crucial, and I've been able to sit for way longer and be more comfortable. So this extra back support is super helpful. So if you have back pain, this might be your solution, I'm not gonna lie to you. But out of all the things this chair has, this has to be my favorite feature, and it might be yours too. This chair can lock its backrest at any angle, so you could be at like 90 degrees or all the way up to 135 degrees. And combining that with the footrest, if you pick it up, it turns into the perfect functional yet comfortable chair I've ever sat in. I've been able to spend entire work days in this chair, and it's just because of this feature. I could just lean back and just be extremely comfortable. It feels like a lazy boy. Usually around the end of the day, I feel really fatigued, but with this chair, I feel like I could just stay here forever. One of the things I enjoy about this chair is how customizable it is, and you could already tell that you could customize almost everything in here, like the seat depth, its tilt, its height, and now you could even customize the armrest. The armrests are a 4D adjustable armrest, and that's just a fancy way of saying you could adjust it in these 4 ways. Left and right, forward and back, you could turn them at an angle, and you could adjust their height. Another awesome thing about this chair is that the wheels are silent, so if you're a professional upstairs neighbor, the ones that are super rowdy and stomping all the time, your neighbors downstairs might love you a little more because these are really quiet, you can roll around, and you're not going to piss anybody off. But outside of that, even this headrest is super customizable. This headrest can be adjusted in height and tilted to fit your neck. And I don't know about you, but I didn't have a headrest on my previous chair, and I didn't know what I was missing out on. And if I'm going to be brutally honest, let's just say my posture really wasn't the best. The next thing that we're going to talk about is the build quality, and I think the chair speaks for itself. The whole thing is built from a metal aluminum alloy, and let's just say this thing is going to last you a very long time. When you pull this chair out of the box, it has some weight to it, and it just feels all around sturdy, and it just screams longevity. So just know this chair is going to be yours for years to come. And what assured me the most is that OdinLake offers a 15-year warranty for the main chassis. And let's be honest, you wouldn't offer a 15-year warranty if you knew your product was going to break. So minimum, you're going to have this chair for 15 years as long as you don't slash the fabric or chew on your handles or whatever. So that begs the question, is this chair actually worth it, and who is it for? If you're someone like me who sits in a chair for hours on end, whether you're a video editor, a writer, an accountant, whatever you label yourself as, this chair is going to be the best investment not only for your work, but your health. But if this chair is out of your budget, I can wholeheartedly say you could trust any of the chairs OdinLake has to offer. They honestly blew my mind with this, and yeah, hopefully this helps you in making a decision, and I'll see you on the next one.